Move on. Now, remember this May? The mayoral election and Ken Livingstone's defeat. It was the first time Londoners had been able to give their verdict on a Labour manifesto under Ed Miliband. Interestingly, one London council is putting some of the ideas into practice, and it isn't Labour. Andrew Cryan has been to Tower Hamlets to investigate.
Despite being rejected by the electorate, there's one corner of the capital where key parts of Ken's deal for London are becoming a reality. Tower Hamlets in the East End. The local council have adopted 3 of its big ideas, bringing back a form of the educational maintenance allowance, starting an energy cooperative and supporting a London living rent scheme. Now, the thing about Tower Hamlets, where I'm standing, is it's not actually a Labour council. The people here voted for an independent mayor. On the other side of the road, though, it is a Labour council, Hackney. But the people there, like every other borough which voted Labour, aren't finding Ken Livingstone's old policies implemented with quite the same enthusiasm. It might not be as strange as it seems. The mayor of Tower Hamlets, Lutfi Rahman, used to be in the Labour Party, before being expelled and running as an independent. Nevertheless, Ken supported him in his election campaign, and Mr Rahman filled key positions in his office with former Livingstone advisors from City Hall. But more to the point, what does this version of Ken's London look like on the ground? The EMA was a payment made to 16 to 19-year-olds in education whose parents were not well off. Ryan Wall says that when the coalition scrapped it, he considered whether he could continue in education.
I didn't expect to be paid to go to school, but it's not possible to go to school without some funding. You've got to pay for books, you've got to pay for travel, and that's got to come from somewhere.
Ken promised to bring it back, and Tower Hamlets have bought back their own version of the scheme. But it comes at a price, and that's been paid for by a raid on the reserves. Some wonder how sustainable the policy is. The idea of an energy cooperative is simple enough. Thousands of people group together and try to negotiate a cheaper deal on their electricity bills, on the basis that companies will give them a discount for such a big contract. One inspiration for the Livingstone team and Tower Hamlets was the consumer group Which, who earlier this year managed to group together households and save them an average £200 on their bill.
I would say to Tower Hamlets, you've got a tough job on your hand. Involve as many people in the borough as you possibly can. The more people backing this scheme that you can take to the market collectively, the better the deal you're likely to win.
Tower Hamlets set themselves a target of getting 5,000 people signed up. So far, they only have 1,500. A London Living Rent campaign is based on the idea that households shouldn't pay more than a third of their income on rent. The council are about to commission work to see how they can make it a reality. Other parts of Ken's manifesto are being implemented by a handful of Labour councils around the capital, but none to the scale of Tower Hamlets. The question for the party is, if not these, then what ideas will they take to the future?